Now at 6, students at Miami High School protest in support of a school resource officer. Plus, the latest on the brand new fire station Joplin will get and how it'll help the community. And a Missouri Southern distance runner is named the National Cross Country Athlete of the Week.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Miami public school students and parents today protested against last week's reassignment of the school's resource officer. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. KOAM's Yana Hautala was at the protest and spoke with them and the police chief about what happened.
Students as well as parents at Miami High School are protesting about their school officer being reassigned. Students say for many he was much more than just an officer.
He held a barbecue and invited everyone that wanted to go. I mean, if you needed a ride and didn't have a ride, he would take you home.
He even took me in, and I lived with him for a year. He's an amazing person in general, and there's not a time that he doesn't show that he loves you.
Allegedly, a video taken inside the school resulted in Miami police officer Derek Sparks' reassignment. Sparks worked as a school resource officer for Miami schools for 5 years.
Sparks got fired from when 2 girls touched his butt, when it wasn't his fault, but they still fired him. Everybody said that he didn't do anything wrong, but they all said that he did. It's a confidential matter and they cannot discuss it. That's what they said to the girls that did it, because they even went to the administration and said that it was their fault, not theirs.
Students are demanding more answers about why he was removed.
I mean, what are you going to do to some young teenagers? I mean, just doing a little video. I mean, no harm was done. I mean, he told them to quit, they quit. And I mean, he shouldn't have lost his job. He's been an inspiration to all these kids. He's kept them out of trouble. When they're down, he goes and picks them up. And when they try to skip school, he goes and gets them.
In a statement, Superintendent of the schools, Nick Highsmith, said the safety of their students is their top priority and they will not discuss it any further. Miami Police Chief Thomas Anderson told me the request to remove Officer Sparks was the school's decision. Sparks continues working for the city.
We still have officers available there to protect our students, and we just want to maintain a good partnership with our school district. And unfortunately, we've had to replace those. Derek was very committed to the children, very compassionate, did a great job in that role, and I think he'll continue to do a great job on patrol.
In Miami, Yana Hautala, KOAM News.
The police department says Officer Sparks is not accused of any wrongdoing. This is not disciplinary action. Students say they've started a petition in support of Sparks' return. They have almost 700 signatures, they say. Let's check in with Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
Well, of course, again, today near record highs across the region. Most of us upper 90s during the afternoon. We'll have to see when the official high comes in if we tied a record. 92 still in Stockton, 93 in Neosho, 95 at Grand Lake, 97 still in Parsons. Chanute is checking in at 98 degrees. We've had pretty much clear skies. That's what we have outside for us right now. But here's a cold front that is starting to develop out across central and western parts of Nebraska. That's actually going to head toward us over the next 24 hours. Through the evening hours, if you're going to be outside, we got about 2 hours of daylight. 91 here by 7, 80 by midnight, 76 in the morning, overnight low 73 degrees. And with that cold front heading in, we're going to get some rain chances in the forecast as well. We're going to break it down for you here in just a bit.
See you soon. Donald Trump's approval rating in Missouri appears to be roughly the same now as it was in the 2020 election. KOAM is partnering with other TV stations in Missouri that are owned by Gray Television for a series of polls on a variety of races and topics. The latest poll asks voters who they'd support if the two are the presidential nominees in 2024. Donald Trump has the support of 52% of registered voters in the state compared to 35% for Joe Biden. Donald Trump polls better among men than among women, but tops President Biden among both groups. Joe Biden leads slightly in Missouri's urban and suburban areas, but Donald Trump racks up a big majority in rural areas. There's also a big racial disparity. Donald Trump wins among white voters. Joe Biden wins among black voters. The poll of 1,000 Missouri adults was conducted from September 19th through the 22nd. It has other demographic breakdowns, also looks at what percentage of various groups of Missourians are registered to vote, and you can find more results at KOAMnewsnow.com. Today is National Voter Registration Day. You can download the KOAM News app for all your election needs. You can also go to our website for election information at KOAMnewsnow.com/elections. On the website, you can find out if you're registered and find links to help you register if necessary. Again, that's KOAMnewsnow.com/elections. We have some breaking news for you tonight. Right now, firefighters in Newton County, Missouri are battling a structure fire. Reddings Mill Fire Department responded around 4 p.m. Quapaw and Joplin Fire are assisting. The building, they say, is unoccupied. Authorities say it was fully engulfed at one time. They say the fire was taking out cedar trees surrounding the area. They're not sure yet just what caused the fire. The city of Joplin will get its 7th fire station in the summer of 2023. It's going to be on the southeastern side of the city, which will cover the Crossroads Industrial Park. It'll also feature Joplin's hazmat team. The goal is for each station to cover a 2.5-mile radius.
Out to the east, the station that was covering that is Station 5. It sits at 32nd in Texas, right there next to Food for Less. And it just got to be where it was really a stretch for them to get out there in a timely manner.
Station 7 is going to be at 6720 East 30th Street. Coming up, how Arvest Bank is helping area students with a donation, plus Pitt State hosts its annual Company Days. Arvest Bank today made a donation to help local students. The bank donated $5,000 to the Missouri Southern Foundation as a scholarship fund in the names of Corporal Ben Cooper and Officer Jake Reed, the 2 Joplin police officers who were killed in the line of duty in March. That scholarship will go to students pursuing criminal justice degrees at Missouri Southern.
We remember the sacrifices that both of these guys made, but at the same time, while we remember it, we honor the sacrifice that they made, and this allows us to put in place students that can hopefully carry on the legacy that these 2 officers had.
The scholarship money was donated on behalf of the Arvest Foundation. Pittsburgh State University School of Technology hosts Company Days. Now, this started in 1998 as a one-day event. This year it moved to a 2-day event. KOAM's Carrie Worthen has more.
Company Days, it's something that sets Pitt State apart.
Company Days is a 2-day event held at Pitt State School of Technology. The first day is focused on construction, wood, technology, and graphics and imaging. The second day is focused on engineering, technology, and automotive.
Developed this originally with 4 companies, and the goal was to get students connected to companies before they graduate.
We're looking for a safety intern at Ag Partners Co-op, and we're an agricultural cooperative in northeast Kansas, and have a safety department, and we're looking to expand that.
Lieutenant Governor David Tolan was the keynote speaker and spoke about the opportunities that exist for people working in construction, not only to work, but build a life in Kansas.
You can't go from table to table and not notice that many of the recruiters that are here with these companies are Pitt State grads. And so it's a lot of fun for me to meet them. It's a lot of great opportunity for them to connect with current students and offer them kind of a hand up to an opportunity like they had back in the days.
With around 261 companies over the 2 days, Pitt State is looking to expand Company Days to a 3-day event next year to give students more opportunities to talk with businesses.
They want to see you, they want to talk to you, they're not wanting to, you're not having to talk to them, they want to talk to you, and they provide so many opportunities to just, whether it be internships or for a future employment, it's just awesome.
I just came from one of the employers said, you know what we love about your students is we get students from other colleges and universities, and they're great, but they want to come and maybe supervise. Your students come and do the work.
In Pittsburgh, Carrie Worthen, KOAM News.
Company Days continues tomorrow from 8:30 to 2. Business students at McDonald County High School are getting the chance to build their own student-run coffee shop. Today, they presented design ideas to architects for review. That shop would be located at the McDonald County Chamber's office building. The students have been working on the plans for about a month now.
We are doing all the things from starting with nothing, like just a building, and we are having to find everything for it. We're going to have to learn how to work together. We're going to have to learn how to work with people, do good customers work with customers. And
School and McDonald County Chamber leaders hope to have the shop operational by January. A little bit later, a Missouri Southern distance runner picks up right where he left off at the Southern Stampede.
Plus, we have a cool down in store, also some rain chances. We'll look at that coming up. Well, of course, another hot one for us today. Temperatures near record highs once again. Most of us into the upper 90s during the afternoon. We've done this now for several days. This is well above our average highs for the month of July. Nice shot. This is Lander Chevrolet, Tower Cam, southeast side of the city. So we are looking at I-44. All right, look at these temps. So we set a record, or tied a record on Sunday, 97, near a record yesterday, 98 for us today. We've been in the 90s since Saturday, and we're going to do it again as we go into the daytime hours tomorrow. It's still hot. If you're getting outside over the next couple hours, 93 in Neosho, Lamar, 94 in Pittsburgh, still 98 in Chanute. Veneta is checking in at 96 degrees. A little breezy today, which at least helps. We have these southerly winds at about 10 to 15, and the winds are going to stay somewhat breezy once again as we go into the daytime hours for us tomorrow. But clear skies, just a few random little cumulus clouds out there, but most of the Central Plains, we're seeing clear skies. We're dominated by this big dome of high pressure, but there's little waves kind of rotating around it, and one of those will start to affect us by the time we head into Wednesday evening. There's a weak little cold front starting to form out across central Nebraska and then kind of back into the central parts of the Rockies. So for us tomorrow, we're going to have clear skies into the morning. 76 to start, 92 by noon, 97 at 5. I think our high temp is 99 degrees. The record high tomorrow is 95, so we should set a record. Plus a few isolated little thunderstorms trying to get going late afternoon into the evening hours. So let's step through time. Here at midnight, upper 70s, pretty much clear skies. Let's go to 6 o'clock in the morning, low to mid 70s. We'll start the day, plenty of sunshine. We'll get some clouds in here, especially on northern counties, by about the noon hour. Most of us sitting into low to mid 90s. As we go into the afternoon, here comes our cold front. See these isolated little thunderstorms popping up? That's our front that is going to shift through and really cool us down as we head into Thursday. Still most of us near 100 for a high, but these isolated thunderstorms, here's 5 p.m., kind of push off toward the east along the front through the evening hours. There's not going to be many out there, and I think once the front gets to the I-44 corridor, most of those are going to fall apart. Most of the night is going to be dry until Thursday morning. Here's 6 o'clock in the morning. Look at these light to moderate showers, maybe a random thunder shower, pushing through as we go through about the noon hour on Thursday, and then these will be gone by the time we head into Thursday afternoon. But notice the temperatures. We're sitting upper 60s to lower 70s, which is absolutely very comfortable and kind of crazy when we're going to be 99 for us tomorrow. About 25 degrees cooler on Thursday, which is officially the first day of fall. Now, Mother Nature, she gets a little bit confused because she goes back to 88 Friday, back to 90 on Saturday, and then she cools back down early next week. But we are entering that time of the year that we start to get these bigger swings moving in.
Summer and fall in this little battle. Eventually fall will win. The question is exactly when.
Yep.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, a Missouri Southern distance runner is named the National Cross Country Athlete of the Week. And Lions wide receiver Ezekiel Lang found the end zone twice on Saturday. We're going to hear from him and the head coach Atiba Bradley next.
Missouri Southern distance runner Gideon Kimutai picked up right where he left off a few years ago as one of the top cross-country athletes in Division II. After the 2020 season was canceled due to COVID, Kimutai got injured and missed the 2021 season as well. On Saturday at the Southern Stampede, he raced for the first time since 2019. He won the individual title and set a personal record running the 8K race in 23 minutes and 37.3 seconds. His impressive performance earned him recognition as the MIAA Cross Country Athlete of the Week and the National Cross Country Athlete of the Week.
I was really happy. It just kind of showed me where I was at the moment in terms of fitness and stuff. And I felt pretty good after the race. We had this one goal that, we're gonna do our best and try to win the national championship this year. So with that goal in mind, I worked hard over the summer just to, be back.
Lions wide receiver Ezekiel Lang put together a nice game on Saturday, helping Missouri Southern to a 40-21 win over Central Oklahoma. Lang had 2 touchdowns in the game, his first 2 of the season. They both came in the first half, lifting Southern to a 17-7 lead at the break. He also made an impact on special teams, collecting 4 tackles.
And he's such a complete player in that you'll see him pancaking DBs, you see him fly down on special teams, and then you see him making big catches. Well, and for a receiver to do that, that's super impressive.
I feel like special team win games, so somebody got to step up and play. I can do that, so I'm on about 4 special teams. So yeah, I take pride in playing special teams.
Riverton Volleyball is undefeated this season and currently ranked 5th in Class 3A. Today, the Rams are hosting a CNC triangular. Riverton faces Girard in their first match of the day, and then it's Riverton against Columbus. We'll have highlights right here at 10. In the MLB, the Kansas City Royals are home this evening, kicking off a 3-game series with the Minnesota Twins. It's the 17th meeting between these 2 teams this season, and the Twins lead the season series 12-4. First pitch is set for 7:10. As for St. Louis, they're 8.5 games up on the Milwaukee Brewers for first place in the division. The Cardinals are out on the West Coast this week, beginning a series with the Padres tonight. Late start for the fans at home. First pitch is set for 8:40 p.m.
So the Royals, they have to keep on playing even though they really essentially ended their season some time ago.
Yeah, unfortunately, about 2 weeks left in the season before we get some postseason baseball.
Looking forward to that. We'll be right back. Take some time now to honor a local veteran. Joseph Gracie served in the U.S. Navy from 1942 to 1945. His hometown, Girard, Kansas, and we are proud to salute first-class aviation machinist mate Joseph Gracie, a 4-state hero. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We're going to look at how the Joplin Fire Department plans to staff its new station. Plus, Joplin city officials begin work on planning the budget for next fiscal year and why a growing number of home buyers are backing new construction projects. Those stories, a lot more, of course. It's all coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The last official full day of summer is tomorrow, and it is going to feel like summer tomorrow.
Yeah, we should set record highs. 99 degrees, just scorching hot. We are going to get a few isolated thunderstorms late afternoon into the evening hours. Thursday, much cooler, only 73, mostly cloudy, on and off showers.
And then we're going to bounce a bit, but not going to bounce all the way back.
Sure.
Final sports notes.
Riverton Volleyball is undefeated. They host a pair of games tonight. We'll have highlights at 10.
Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you right back here at 10. Let's make it a great evening.